Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Browns.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but now it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and it's complete, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The tackle made by...
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
For it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Cleveland.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? At some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
On the stop.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This one caught out wide by Landry. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Steelers 7, Browns 6.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Complete to
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Down, Cleveland.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the carry, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle made.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Browns 13, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Mayfield. And incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield now. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before before the 2-minute warning. Play action. Now Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now Landry. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Browns 20, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here. It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack. And now look at him go. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Final think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you. These two.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Final play of the half. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half.
Let's get after it.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Sutton now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Under 10, quarter. Watch the whip. Check. Both of them. Switch it. Check out, read.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, 93's the mic. 24. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. No spacing. Here we go.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Early with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, take 2 of them.
McFarland running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 51. Okay, just like that.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Past the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the university.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide. And my goodness, another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
For the point after.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run it again with Chubb. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 39-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Browns first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Sacked there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Mayfield's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
39-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
But it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if Bobby kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Today's final score.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This is Dev Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Just like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good pop. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on the white. Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's and a Ray. Got a new bitch boss, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's up too high. One play ball, hit a 3-point shot with the made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I finna watch me do it. My wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, yo. Nike check.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was popped, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?